to rush for 361 yards against those guys, that's got to be right up there.
Yeah, I know we felt like the game was going to be decided by who won the line of scrimmage, and I think we did that. And we did it right from the start. You know, we didn't score right away that first opportunity on offense, but the defense, boy, they continued to set the offense up, and you know, I just thought the way we played complementary football, you know, is what you want. I thought our guys played incredibly hard, and I think incredibly physical tonight. So, yeah, that's the results of it.
Well, that second quarter there to finish that half, had a long 6-minute drive or so there. We talked about that at halftime.
Yeah.
But to run that 2-minute offense and get a points right there, the momentum going into halftime.
Yeah, Danny's interception. I know they jacked that whole thing up before the half, the field position, but we were able to get the field goal. We talked a lot about winning the middle eight, the last 4 of the first half and the first 4 of the second half. We were 17-0 in that stretch and really extended that lead to where it was going to be really hard for them. And our guys didn't let up, though. I think that's the thing. You know, you can go into halftime feeling really good about yourself, and you know, human nature sometimes takes over. And we talk about that all the time, not letting human nature, you know, do anything to get in our way. And you know, really proud of the guys. Really proud. You know, you know, a lot has been said about if we haven't played anybody, you know what, we play the next team in front of us, and our guys keep showing up and playing.
What specifically defensively, was there zone or man working better? Were they both kind of equally good? Like, what was working best?
Well, I think we stopped the run, you know, and they maybe had some guys running open here and there. It was a little harder night to maybe throw it than we maybe thought it was going to be. We got a lot of pressure on. Those guys were running around, both their quarterbacks like crazy. You know, and you open up a couple score lead against a team like that typically plays really close, and that's their MO. Is those games are pretty tight, and they can play field position, they can do all that, and we obviously got them in a little different mode sooner than later tonight, and that's a credit to, you know, offensively taking advantage of the opportunities, but then, you know, defensively just continuing to put the pressure on. I mean, we mixed it up quite a bit. I don't know that it was any one thing though.
And then on Tommy's first touchdown run, how much do you think kind of just the previous games and a lot of handing off earlier in this game set up that kind of read?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I think we've purposely tried to limit those opportunities, and we didn't necessarily do that tonight. And you know, he's gonna get in open space, and he's really tough to deal with. I thought, you know, a couple of his scrambles were big plays. You know, thinking back, it seems like a long time ago, that first half. But I thought he played excellent tonight. Excellent in all ways. And, you know, I mean, you obviously need that, but, you know, the praise that he deserves, I hope comes.
In this matchup last year, you guys kind of weren't able to get off the field on third downs. I guess just kind of being able to hold them on third downs and kind of control time possession. What do you think of that tonight?
Well, I know we stopped them on fourth down early. Last year we jumped off sides on fourth down, and that was a huge play last year, and it kept that one drive going early in the game. I think we just made a statement, and probably something to ourselves, that we can get them off the field. And then, you know, offensively, yeah, we were in makeable third downs over and over again. I thought that Scott Troy ran really hard tonight, and Adam followed it up too. And you know, the number of plays Tommy made on some of those third downs, I think, was significant too. So yeah, I think we talked a lot about it being okay. Third down is where it's maybe won and lost a little bit, but it's more what are we doing on first and second down, and that's where I know we had a huge edge just on first down production.
Go for Grace.
Taco talked about this game last season during fall camp and how this one really stung. To watch him score that touchdown and just his confidence the past few games, just what can you speak to his ability the past few games?
Yeah, I know that was his first game back, and I don't know if he felt like he could have done more, I suppose, but yeah, he's playing at a high clip. Didn't have the chance to maybe make the impact in special teams tonight, but continues to do it some way, somehow, and that was a big play, and it was a well-designed play. Good throw, good catch. Yeah, so Taco's piece to our success continues to grow.
You mentioned
when they went for it on that 4th down early, the way that they like to sort of control the ball, sit on the clock, getting that stop, how big was that for you?
Oh, huge. Yeah. It's again, it probably meant more to our defense to say, okay, it's something we didn't do last year that extended that early part of that game. We got them off the field, and here we go. And obviously the field position that comes from that is significant too. So, I thought, offense, defense, just the way both sides really complemented each other, really through the first 3 quarters in particular was, that's what you want your football team to look like.
A couple big takeaways by a couple senior captains, but then you also capitalized on both. So just take us through those 2.
Yeah, Danny's play. I think it was a 3rd down. So you look at the potentially get the ball back, and then you get the turnover, and unfortunately, Danny went down on that play, and then he went down in a blaze of glory. I guess that was a hell of a play, and then obviously, us getting a chance to score again was huge. And then Ryland's play was phenomenal. I saw that pretty clear. Being able to have the strip tackle and get the ball back. We got a really good group of leaders, and they all, do it the right way. And Danny and Ryland are perfect examples of that.
First 7-0 start for MSU in quite a long time, I think since '78. I guess just thoughts on that to do it in this fashion.
Well, I think, again, we just are playing the next team in front of us. So to be able to continue to really, truly live in the one day at a time, but 1 week at a time, one opponent at a time, not get ahead of ourselves, has served us really well. And we need to continue to do that. You continue to stack up wins. Ultimately, your FCS wins and playoffs. That's what you're after. But we can't get to anything but now the 8th win next week. That's the world we need to continue to be in. I think acknowledge that we played really well tonight against a good team. But in a sense, it's over and done with. We got to be able to move on from here.
Did you see Tommy playing like this? I know you loved the way he's progressed, but it seemed like he was totally locked in.
Yeah, I think it's hasn't been appreciated maybe how he's played this year because of who we've played, that's not his fault. I think he's continued to get better and better. Certainly the signature would have been how he kept it together and how he played at the end of the New Mexico game, but he's played really well all throughout, and no moment's too big for that young man, and he's competitive. His leadership is tremendous, and I think his poise in the passing game, that was significant tonight, and it looks different for him because we throw 15 times, it's 121 yards, but what he scrambled and the yards he made on pass calls, that all adds up. And I know we missed on a couple too. I think he threw a couple strikes, at least one for sure, that we didn't come up with downfield. So I'm really pleased with where he's at, and I'm sure he'd be the first one to say that he can get better.
What do you think of the home field advantage tonight?
I think it was an amazing crowd, and a little bit something different about playing after dark in a stadium full like that. That the crowd's energy was there from the start. We probably had too big a lead at halftime to bring everybody back, unfortunately. So we had that drive. We scored real fast, and by then it was 31-0. So, no, our crowd, our fans are amazing, and we'd all prefer to be up 24-0 at halftime, I hope. And I know it's a late night, but we appreciate them so much, and we'll be on the road a couple times with the bye week in between. So long time between now and our next home game. So we look forward to getting back for that Sac State game, play in front of them again.
This is complete of a win as you can remember in a while. I mean, can you think of another one that's been this complete?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We've had a few of these. I suppose. No, I think you look at how this game, I suppose, was billed, in how we played for the first 3 quarters when it really mattered. I think to have that significant edge, I don't know if we've had that. I don't know. I mean, I know we've had some games that we felt pretty good about though.